Oh, yeah, thanks. This is a major point of difference between Protestantism and Catholicism, and I might add between the teaching of Jesus and Protestantism, because Christ commands us to be perfect. He says, "Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect," and he doesn't command anything that he doesn't provide the grace for us to accomplish. So, Christian perfection is in fact possible, and that is from a Catholic point of view, those that we call canonized saints are those that attained the state of Christian perfection before they died. And there's actually a fairly developed spiritual theology in the Catholic tradition, East and West, predicated on that possibility and laying out the steps that are necessary to come to perfection. And here's what they are, basically. So the first step in the spiritual life is what we call purgation, the purgative way, the ascetical way, when we separate ourselves from our bad habits. These are the things that we do and the passions and attractions that we have for immoderate desires and practices and so forth that are objectively wrong. But there's a deeper penetration into the things of God. The spiritual writers call it the illuminative way. You might also call it the way of spiritual insight, if you will. And this is when we begin to take on the mind of Christ. Paul says, "Have that mind in you that was in Christ Jesus." We begin to have that mind, kind of a transformation of our consciousness, begin to see the world in a new way, see through Jesus's eyes. Paul, in the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, speaks of knowing in a way that surpasses knowledge. How can you know in a way that surpasses knowledge? I think what he means is to know in a way that surpasses mere propositional knowledge, mere discursive knowledge, but you know by way of participation, by way of experience.
Yeah.
It'd be like the difference between being able to cite a bunch of baseball statistics and know what it feels like to pitch a no-hitter during a World Series game, right?